Hey guys, so I'm so excited. I'm going to work in my new Hobonichi 2017. So I'm emptying out my 2016 Hobonichi and just kind of showing you guys how I used it and tried some new techniques on it. But I'm really excited for my 2017. It's beautiful and I can't wait to start. I didn't buy a new pencil board this year. I might later on, but I'm just going to use my old one. And I did buy these little tabs from the Hobonichi website. I used these last year in my Hobonichi A6, so this year I'm going to use it also in my weeks because I really did enjoy them. And they're really easy to use. They have like this really thin kind of adhesive on the back, and it's really easy to put down. I wouldn't try to remove them. I did that in my A6, and they did kind of pull off the paper. So you need to make sure that you put them on properly. And it's pretty easy and simple to put down. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to start getting ready for the new year. So usually in the Hobonichi weeks, that first page, you can, kind of use it for scheduling your appointments or stuff like that. But I use this page for birthdays, and I just added all my relatives, family, friends, birthdays on this page. And all I'm doing right now is I decided to add birthdays at the top of that, and that's what I was doing. I was kind of counting if it will fit, and I just used my chalk ink. As you guys know, I love the chalk ink for the Hobonichi paper because it doesn't bleed through, and I decided to use this stamp of candles, but it's too long, so I just cut it. I cut a lot of my stamps, by the way, and it works fine. You can just go straight through the lines and it won't ruin your stamp. Once I start stamping that in pink, I decide, I can do the candle lights yellow. So that's what I did. That's why I wiped it down. And now I'm just going to restamp it again and only ink up my little candle lights. And then I decide that I'm going to outline the candles because I felt like you can't really see them that well. And then I will move on to the month of January, which is really exciting. I did write down most of the things I know that's happening in January, and throughout the month I will add stuff. But I decided to add my washi. And as you guys know, I don't do like themes for my months or my weeks. I just do what I feel like doing or what kind of appeals to me at the moment. So anyways, I'm just going to add my washi, and then I will start decorating my month. Well, not really decorating, but I will add like stickers to spots where, for example, my daughter's violin days, and I will add some doodles to certain days and color them in with my zig brushes. So now I'm going to go through my stickers and add some stickers to, like, that's our birthdays. And yes, I am turning 40 this month. It's scary and exciting at the same time, but I am looking forward to it. It's a very weird feeling. I don't feel 40, but it's going to be a great year. I hope so. So anyways, I'm just going to add my stickers, and then I want to add January to the side of my page, and I'm using my Kelly Perkins stamps. I love these stamps. They're really big, so I decide I'm just going to spell out Jan, and that's good enough. But my stamps are so gross. I never clean them. I'm starting to because I noticed that they're in really bad shape. So that was me cleaning my stamps. And I think I'm done with my month. I will start with the last week of 2016, and I'm gonna start doodling out. As you guys know, I doodle something from each day, or I try to. So doodle my grocery day and my daughter's violin class and stuff like that. I really don't know what's going on much. I just add what usually happens throughout the week, and once the week shows up, I start adding things to that. I'm going to use my zig brushes, and somebody asked me why I use sometimes zig brushes and sometimes I use watercolors, a palette. But I do love my zig brushes. They're not messy, they're really fast and easy to use, and the colors are so bright and vibrant. I love them. But sometimes when I have a big background, I will use a palette just because it's easier and you can add more water to it. But the zig brushes, I don't want to finish up that ink that's in my brushes, so that's why I use both. And I'm going to add right now my washi tape to my layout or my pages. And because this week is New Year's, I decided to do something different, and I will go through my stamps and try to find something that's kind of festive or fun. And I do remember having these old stamps. I've had them for years. They're like little monsters celebrating. They're really birthday stamps, but I thought I'm going to use those for my page. Oh, and I did add that Happy Mail stamp. I love that stamp. But you see what I mean? Like, I don't clean my stamps, so that red turned out blackish red. It's horrible. Anyways, I decide I'm going to stamp these monsters, but I want to use my StazOn. And my StazOn ink is kind of dry, but just to make sure it doesn't like bleed through, I stamped it first and then stamped it on my Hobonichi. So it's my second stamp. And I did the same for this monster. And I grab one of my stamps that says best year yet. And I just made sure that it would fit. And I'm going to do the same technique. I will stamp it on that piece of paper and then stamp it on my Hobonichi. It's not as clear, but it doesn't bother me. I'd rather it not bleed through. I don't know if the Prima market has the chalking in black, and I should check for that, and I probably should buy that if they do. But I do use my StazOn, and especially because I wanted to color them in with watercolor, so that's actually why I use the StazOn, but I don't have black in the chalk ink. Anyways, I'm just coloring in my monsters with my zig brushes. I do outline the monsters and my best year yet, just because it's better for me to do that than stamp the StazOn directly on my page, because it will bleed through and I think it looks fine. I decide to add some stars. So I grab my yellow chalk ink and will stamp out some stars right above my monsters. And throughout the week, I can add a to-do list, or I can add some journaling to that page. I do grab my flag, my handy-dandy flag, and add that to my days. And I think I call it done. I will add some pictures at the end of the video of my pages, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next year. Bye!
So hear my voice and let yourself be free.